Hi,
Good
everybody.
afternoon, friends. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Look who we have. We have Psychic Jean with us. Yay.
It's great to see everybody. Thanks for having me, Kelly.
You
I've
are
been looking
most
forward
welcome.
to this.
I have been really looking forward to it. Anytime I get to chat with you, my friend, is a good time. So, hello to everyone in the chat. Scott Scorpio Moon is here. Terry's here. Juno's here. Butterfly Kisses is here. MK Karen had put a message that she was running errands, so she hopes to get back in time to watch this, which was very kind. Gypsy JJ is here. So thank you everyone for showing up and for showing us some love. I know there's lots of other things going on in the YouTube streets, as we like to refer to them as, and there's lots of things going on in the world. And I just want to acknowledge what is going on and how important it is for us all to be, as grounded as we possibly can, to look after ourselves, to show ourselves some love so that we can continue to lift our vibration, let that vibration flow through us and back out into the universe so that it's received by the people that require it. So keep doing what you're doing. In terms of the way that you support each other in the chat and support others. As we say here often, just saying hello to someone in the chat can make a massive difference in their life. And so keep doing what you're doing. Real quick. I made a boo-boo when I said last time that I was on Friday that I would not be on dzncats for me this Wednesday. It's not this Wednesday, it's the following Wednesday. So I just want to make sure that everyone knows that Achieving Wellness Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern will be happening on the channel. So I apologize that I foo-fooed that up, but I got a little overzealous in my dates. So Jean, welcome.
Thank you.
Do you have anything that you would like to share with us as to anything coming up for you? Anything that you would like to promote, my friend?
I'll be on Allie's channel on Thursday night, as usual with the mediums, and I believe that Terry Suzuki, and I have a live on my channel this time on the 8th of March, which is crazy to say March now, right? But I have yet to put out my little commercial, but I'll probably get that done this week. So we're looking forward to that. We're kind of going around to each other's channels and doing some lives, and yeah, that's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I'm still working on editing my videos, and that does take some time. And I have my ghost story that I have to create. It's here. I just need to put it on video, edit it, and get it out. But I've been nudged about that several times.
Excellent. And you also put up a video yesterday for the pet parade, which
is I've been nudged with that as well, and it's to help raise the vibration and put focus on unconditional love and focus on gratitude and just really to raise the vibration, bring people's spirits up and have some fun, have some celebration. And it's just after some of the readings that I've done lately, and I've connected to pets that have just opened up my heart like you wouldn't believe.
Beautiful.
They're such beautiful souls, such beautiful souls. So I know how important they are to all of us.
That's beautiful. So everyone, check out SunPsychic Jean's channel. The link is in the description box, and perhaps maybe one of the mods can stick it in the chat. For those of you that have not subscribed, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Please go check out SunPsychic Jean. So as I do with all of my guests on Achieving Wellness, I ask a few little icebreaker questions to allow people to sort of get comfy while others roll in, and then we'll take a dive in. Okay, my love? So first question, Jean. If you could time travel to any year, what year would you choose?
Hmm. Let me see if there's the first one that came to mind was my birth year, and I thought it would be interesting to see the actual planets and their alignment.
Very
Is that
cool.
I know, isn't that
No, that's a
crazy?
really, really cool answer. Only one other person in all the guests that I've had on the Achieving Wellness has said a similar answer, and that was Adrian from Red Lentil Healing. She wanted to go back to her birth year and actually, like, when she entered the world to see how her family was, before and during and after her arrival, sort of idea. So I thought that was really interesting. That's a great answer. There's no wrong answer here in these questions. All right, second question. Three things that you always must have with you, whether it be in your purse or like in a bag or in the car or whatever. Three things that you always
Very
must
revealing.
have.
Um, I
Sorry.
definitely carry my pendulum. I don't. This one is. I have pendulums almost in every room. I have one in the kitchen. I have one here. I have one at my desk at work and one in my purse. So I always carry my pendulum. And something out of the ordinary that I carry. Hmm. I don't carry much. I'm a very light packer. I'm a very bare necessities. Um, wow. Trying to think what's at the bottom of my purse.
Besides loose change.
Um, just I'm trying to think if there's anything out of the ordinary.
It doesn't have to, whatever it is, doesn't have to be out of the ordinary.
I do have a mask that is a cloth mask that has the seed of or the flower of life
Oh,
on
cool.
it. Do you know what that is?
Yep.
It's
That's
the
beautiful.
sacred geometry.
Mm-hmm.
That's in my purse because in case the blue ones
Yep.
that they break all the time. So
Yep.
I have like but I don't like wearing that all the time because I don't want to get it dirty because it's so
Right.
pretty. And just the basics. I don't carry a wallet. I don't carry a traditional wallet with a change purse
Yes.
and bills. I
Yeah.
just have like a little zip purse that
Right.
is made from like secondhand material.
Oh,
I got
no.
it at like a craft fair where they take textiles and they make little purses out of it,
Beautiful.
like a upcycle kind of
Mhm.
thing. And that's something that I really do cherish. I love, and it's that very durable type of material. I love it.
Awesome. All right. This should be a little less. Oh my gosh, question. Um,
You threw me on that one.
sorry.
No.
A song that always makes you want to get up and dance or sing out loud to. Hopefully that's
Uh,
easier.
I have to say though, I get a lot of motivation out of the Rocky theme, which is so funny. Um, but probably like Freddie Mercury really, really makes
Beautiful.
me Don't Stop Me Now. I'm
Yes.
having such a good time.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I sang that song so many times at the top of my lungs in my car, and now today, every time I hear it, it's like I love it. There's just so
Beautiful.
many songs, so many classics that I really love, but I would have to say Freddie Mercury.
I love that. Would you say that you are a disorganized person, an organized person, or an organized chaos type of person?
I'm organized, a little bit obsessive organized, like everything in its place and a place for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you use it, you put it back. Um, and Just like simple things like keys. When you come in, I have a key hook.
Yeah.
That's where, and my key goes here. My husband's key goes there. And if he puts his keys on mine, they get moved, and I put
Yeah.
mine on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just,
You know what? See, I consider that just being orderly. I am also that way myself. I am very orderly about, putting things where I can find them so they're always in the same spot, that type of idea. My mother, on the other hand, was obsessive. She was like sleeping with the enemy, OCD obsessive. She would fold all of the towels, for example, in the linen cupboard. They all had to be folded the exact same way, facing the same direction, stacked exactly the right way, so that when you open up the cupboard, it looked like you were in a store, right? And you would be like, you would literally get called to the linen cupboard, and you'd get pointed at, like, really? Fix that. Or there not anything else we can do, Mom? Anyway. All right. So last question. Are you a dog person, a cat person, a horse person, a bird person, or like a wild animal person?
well, I would probably have to say more of a dog person, only because I am highly allergic to cats. But I have heard that there is what do you call it? A variety of cat. I don't know what they would call
Yeah.
it. That is not allergic, or less allergic than
Yes.
some others.
Yeah.
But I suffered so much as a child, not being able to breathe, and they kept saying, "Oh, you have asthma."
Yeah.
Never once considered that the cat in the house was.
Yeah.
So, but I have like a progressive type of allergy that every time my one sister has a cat, and every time I go into her house, it's worse than the last time.
Oh,
So I can't.
I'm allergic to
But
cats as well, but I'm very lucky, double touch wood, that I don't suffer immensely, unless I literally take my nose and rub my nose in their fur. Um, then I'm in trouble. But I get like a tickle in my throat and my eyes water. My nose gets itchy, that kind of thing. I don't like swell up or have any kind of serious bad reaction. So I'm
mhm.
very lucky that way.
But I mean, if I wasn't allergic, I would love. I mean, I love the disposition of cats and just how majestic they are, and
Yeah,
connecting to their energies. It's really. I just love their energy, as well as, I mean, it's unconditional love, and just they teach us so much.
they do. They really, really do. See, that wasn't so painful, was it? So
Not at all.
I met SunPsychic Jean on Heart and Soul Connected, I believe, right?
Yes.
When Jean was just starting out as a new medium, in terms of, not that she's new, but new to us, right? She was offering free readings, and I loved her disposition on Allie's show, and I reached out to her, and well, I mean, the evidence of my reading is now on Jean's channel, so you can see it for yourself. It was a life-changing experience in so many ways. As I said when you had me on, Jean, and I mean, honestly, I know you've said before it wasn't me, but you delivered the message to me, or the messages to me, so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Um, you will always be on my Christmas card list, is basically what I'm trying to
Oh,
say. Uh,
you're so sweet. Well, you're very, very welcome. And if you can just download it to your playlist if you'd like. You can keep
yeah,
it on your channel. Yeah.
yes, I should do that. Absolutely. Thank you for.
And the interview was almost just as good, if not better. The interview was like so powerful. The
It
after
was.
interview,
Yeah,
remember?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It really was. So the reason, so Jean asked if she could edit the video and play it on her channel, and then I went on and asked, answered some questions and talked about it a bit, and then I asked Jean to come on here because I thought it was really important to share some of the healing exercises that her guides gave her to give to me in order for me to drop my blocks and actually, benefit from the reading. And what was interesting is, I mean, as a client that's sitting in front of the medium, I did not know that you had not done that before. I did not know that that was not coming from you, and that was coming from your guides, or a combination between mine and yours, or whatever the case may be. And so I think the whole concept of that is very interesting. And, our goal here on the channel is to offer people as much information as possible in terms of potential healing. And so if you wouldn't mind sort of explaining, the star, because that was the first thing that we did to everyone, I would really appreciate it, because I think it would be super helpful to them. So I will leave it with you to explain the star.
Good. Well, the first thing I want to share is that I have a background in energy healing. I have a background in shamanic energy healing as well as crystal healing. And a lot of these techniques, I also have completed the course for BQH as well. And I've been practicing for 25 years or more, and have done exercises. And the power of visualization is immense. And what they call that now is quantum healing, because it transcends space and time. They understand that you can go back into your childhood when you had that trauma during birth in the birth canal, or whether the cord was wrapped around your neck and something tragic or traumatic may have happened. You can go back to that time, revisit it, and provide healing around it, provide perspective around it, and heal the trauma at that very moment that it happened. And then come back, and this is just a simple visualization, and then come back into this time and feel a relief, because the energy is quantum and the healing is quantum, and it is a powerful modality. It's a powerful therapy. It definitely how can I say it? I think that, they have like football players used to do this. They used to watch the films and watch how the quarterback did this and where this one did that, and they would visualize themselves getting to the goal line. And a lot of salesmen and sales technique.
Yeah.
And
I know, I don't mean to interrupt you. Sorry. I know I personally, I have a lot of trouble, meditating and quieting my mind because of the anxiety, but I am really good at visualization. And I do visualization techniques to, in an effort to calm down my anxiety. So I think that that's really interesting that you mentioned that, because if it had been an exercise that wasn't using visualization, I don't know that I would have been as successful as I was. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, no, that's okay. And the same idea holds for vision boards. If you collect a collection of photographs or sayings or images, and you put you Photoshop yourself inside these images, if it's a very powerful manifestation tool. This visualization is not just on psychic or healing. And honestly, my intention was to provide messages to you that would give you the highest outcome, and healing, loving messages, and had no intention of providing healing. The reason why we went there during your reading is because I felt the guard. I felt the, what did I say? That the doors of a vault, the
Yes.
vault, a bank vault door. You know
Yes.
how thick it's
Yeah.
like 3 feet thick.
Yeah.
That's what you were protecting. That,
Yeah.
and I would, the first thing I did was close and try and connect to you. And there was no connecting to you because you were so guarded.
Yeah.
So that's why I think my guides gave me the idea of this visualization and uh, to go outside of yourself
Mm-hmm.
and to search for something outside of yourself so that you're not focused
Right.
here,
Mm-hmm.
and it opens up and it's a shared experience so that when I bring it back down, we're sharing this. We're
Right.
sharing this light, this healing light. And
Yeah.
it's not a threat to you because you went to get it. And you're allowing me in because I helped you to I guided you to bring it back. So
Right.
now I'm with light, you're with this light, and now we're together and we can continue by bringing it through your third eye. But it could go into your heart, it could go into your throat, it could
Right.
go into your ears, it could just surround your aura. um, you know, your imagination is the limit.
Right.
So,
And it did work. I mean, it took, I don't think it took that long, and I don't actually remember, but I think it was maybe about 3 minutes that you, and then and it's interesting because I do remember hearing and I don't want to say relief, like you were like, oh, thank God, but you kind of were like, yay, I'm excited that like it worked, right? And you said like, good job, Kelly, they're coming in, and I remember smiling at that moment when I heard you say that, because I was like, I was yaying myself, like, yeah, I did it, right? Because I was like, well, this isn't going to be a great reading if I can't let anybody in. So I thought that was really, really interesting.
and
Um,
it's important for me to reinforce that, especially because you had such guards, that it was very good that your guides are coming in. I can hear them now. I can see them now. It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm getting there. I'm able to, help you now, or to get the information that you're looking for.
right.
So that you don't just put that wall right back up. You have free will. You can do anything you want. You didn't have to. So I was letting you do most of the work, which is very important. And, for quantum healing. And, honestly, there's just so many variations. And my guides, I know, that they were guiding me, but I have had experience with visualization and journeys and healing practices in shamanic practice, or in Reiki, or in crystal healing. And you do a lot of this.
Right. Here's what I think is super interesting about that exercise. I've never had any experience like that before. Uh, B, in terms of myself being vulnerable and putting myself in your hands or in your guide's hands, and I'll be honest, um, if you're not in the spiritual community and you're just someone who is connecting with the medium, I don't know that you think in those terms, right? You don't think about guides, and you just think like, that's the person who's doing this for me, right? This is the person who's helping me. So I've never been in that situation before. I've never been in a situation where I had to be so vulnerable and kind of go like, okay, so how am I going to do this? I really didn't have anything, like any gauge, you know what I mean? I had no idea what to expect. And like I said just a moment ago, when you started to say, okay, good job, Kelly, like they're starting to come in, I was like, wow, this is awesome. Okay. And I actually got excited. I could feel myself smiling, as I said, in anticipation of like, what else can we do here? And the reason why I want I wanted to start with that is because you don't have to have anxiety panic disorder like I do. You just have to have a block in terms of, you've got a past hurt, you've got a wound, some kind of something that has got a hold of you that you need to release. And whatever verbiage you want to put on that, that is what those blocks were. I was walking around with my shoulders up near my ear, so tight, and holding on for dear life, really, because the fear has been instilled in me that if I make the wrong move, not really sure what move that might be, but if I make the wrong move, God knows what's going to happen. And so when I say that that was a life-changing moment, that's why that was a life-changing moment, because my life for 10 years has been walking around like holding on for dear life like that. Exactly the way that you described the feeling in terms of like the bank vault, right? Like that thick. So it was just amazing that that your guides gave that to you, and like within minutes it was like, okay, it was just incredible to me, honestly. And so for anyone who is dealing with any kind of past hurt or trauma or pain or grief, or whatever the case may be, really what I want everyone to know is that there is a possibility that you can experience that kind of healing too. Because I honestly, if you had have put it in a letter and mailed it to me and told me that that was a possibility, I don't know that I would have believed you. In terms of, because I figured I've tried everything over the 10 years. Do you know what I mean? So it was really, really, really interesting. It was, beyond helpful. And I felt it instantly. I did feel it instantly. So
That was the beginning.
yes, it was.
There was a lot of work that you needed to do, and
Yeah.
there was a lot of work that happened to set you up and set you up
Yeah.
and set you up so that when you came, you were ready. You had all these other things behind you
Yes.
and supporting you.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of your healing. And then you had to carry that through
Yes.
and do more work yourself and continue. And then to do this cathartic work as well, and helping others. That's the most beautiful thing when they told me that it's behind you. Your challenges and the thing that you needed to overcome in this lifetime is behind you now. And now it's your choice, but you get to share this wisdom and help others. And this is the blessing that you get to have. And it's all downhill. When they showed me that horizon, that clear meadow and that horizon, and then it was all downhill, and that all your troubles and challenges were behind you, and that you made it, you succeeded. I was like, man, that's great. And the words are coming through my mouth, but I'm listening over here, saying, wow. In fact, I probably did say, wow.
I want to say that on my StreamYard, it's going to make me cry, but on my StreamYard, I showed that there's 11 people in the chat. So thank you, Mommy. She never ceases to amaze me when she shows up. So thank you. Anyway, I don't want to go on about it, because Jean's going to do, we're either going to toss some cards or do some, a couple of readings if we have some time. So I don't want to take up everyone's time, and I know everyone in the chat just got super excited by that little announcement. But there was one other major thing that we did in the reading, and that was, and I don't know that I've ever asked you this. So that was the suitcase and the handing over of the burdens, right? I have been told by my therapists that my issue was giving up control of that situation, right? I was holding on to it. I love the word that you put on it, burdens, and I don't know if that came from you or came from your guides, but there you have it. It was just so interesting to me in terms of a person who has been seeking healing and been seeing a therapist for years and years and years, that exactly what I needed to hear is what you told me. In terms of those burdens were not mine to carry, and I needed to hand the suitcase over to my mom, right? I cannot articulate how powerful that was or how meaningful that was. And I guess my question to you for, because I want other people to know this, and I kind of already know it, I lived it. Did that message come from your guides? Was that a combination between your guides and my guides? Like, how did that work that sort of became what we were doing? If you remember. Sorry.
No, I definitely. It was a lot of it was your guides. However, the technique with the suitcase at the feet is a known technique
Okay.
for visualization and letting go
Okay.
of things. But your mom took over and
Mhm.
helped me with the words, with the phrasing, with that when she showed up, and I was like, "Uh-oh, I don't know if she's going to be able to take this." I'm like, if it's okay with you, your
Yeah.
mom's here," and you're like,
Yeah.
"Okay." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
good,"
Yeah.
because we could have got stuck with you just holding on to that. I mean, at any point,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's up to
Absolutely.
you. You had
Yeah.
choices at every moment. It was your
Right.
choice,
Yeah.
your choice,
Yeah.
and they made sure that I knew to go very slow,
Yeah.
very
You
gently.
kept being like, you kept saying that to me, like, like, are you okay? Can we move forward? Are you good? Do you want to stop? You were very kind and very, very gentle with me. Sort of, I felt like as if you were holding my hand the whole way. You know what I mean? Like, gently guiding me. You weren't
I felt
I think more you were navigating me, not really guiding me. Does that make sense? Like, you weren't leading me in a direction. You're just sort of standing there, supporting me, right?
beside you,
Yeah.
beside you. I could feel what you were feeling.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
knew to take it. Your fragility, your uh, delicate, such a thin glass that was so fragile that could break with just a breath would
Yeah.
crack it. I mean, the fragility of your spirit was so, I could feel it, and I knew to go extremely gently. But what I wanted to say in addition to that is that your uh, injury or your trauma was a spiritual trauma.
Hmm.
It wasn't a mental, brain, emotional. It was emotional, but it was a spiritual.
Yeah.
And the
Okay.
hurt, the
Like,
emotional, you got
do
over
you mean
like,
like it broke my spirit, kind of? Is that what you
yes,
mean? Yeah. I've
yes, it was
always felt that, like, it literally, the proverbial. I mean, honestly, if you took a piece of spaghetti and just, when it's like the one that you buy in the store, the dry one, and just went crack, that's literally what I feel like. But like that delicate, like the spaghetti is so delicate that it doesn't take a lot, but when you snap it, you still hear the snap. I literally felt like that for the last 10 years.
So I think emotionally you grieved, but you couldn't grieve spiritually. And you were able to get to a certain point, but you weren't able to get past it
Right.
because the spirit was the injury was on the spirit and you carried that. And a spiritual type of healing or guidance or quantum healing type of intervention was probably what was needed. And many of us in this community and also understand that past life regressions and, these types of different modalities and Reiki and, cord cutting, shamanic healing. There's so many different modalities to help heal the spirit
Yeah.
that it, it's it's it it's been ignored. That's all. I think
Yeah.
we've always had it as humanity. We've had spiritual healing, and then when the industrial age came about, we forgot it all. We figured, we're evolving. Better is,
Exactly. Yeah.
change is
Yeah.
better. But
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with that. So I hope that Jean sharing that information about some of the things that we did in my reading. Of course, it is up on Jean's channel, so do go check it out. if you're trying to understand like what we're talking about in terms of how it actually played out in the reading. I really hope that it helps. To give you hope that there is relief is possible, release is possible, and happiness and joy and it is possible. That is the whole reason why I'm here. I'm sure that's the whole reason why Jean is here as well. And there's a whole lot of work that still needs to be done on my behalf, but I literally felt it in that moment. And, when I felt it in that moment, that was confirmation that it is possible, right? That moment is right around the corner. And for the first time, I honestly felt that I have something to look forward to. I have a future. And from that moment, that whole concept just kept, sort of pushing me forward. And I do have to say thank you to Jean for this. I know you want to say something, but I must say this to you. Every time you see me, you always say to me, that you look gorgeous. And when I looked at that video after you edited it, I was like, girl, wow. I mean, because I look at this every day. I didn't see it the same way that other people were seeing it. And I just wanted to say thank you for that. I mean, it's very sweet of you. It's very kind, but like you would say it, and I wasn't understanding what you were telling me. Do you know what I mean? Until I watched the video and I was like, darn it. Good grief. Yeah.
I know. I remember when I first saw you after, I thought, oh yeah, it was a great reading. It was really great. She was really happy. I thought it was great. And then I saw you on somebody else's show. I was like, oh my gosh, you changed so much.
Yeah.
I could tell your whole energy, not just your looks, your whole energy. Yeah. And that was only a few weeks. And then you kept doing your work. You kept doing your work. You kept going. It's almost like the sails, the winds changed and you changed your sail. And now the sails were taking you back to health and peace,
exactly.
But you had the whole journey to go. It was just, that's when things changed the direction. You changed the sails.
Exactly. That's beautiful. All right. I seen that Gino had posted something up here. Oh, thank you, you guys. Thank you, by the way, to Indigo Crystals. Vivian is in here. Lots of people have popped in. Andrea is here. Cartomancy Mesquite has come in.
Vivian. She's posting the video, I think.
Yeah.
Is, thank you, or the link to my videos for you, so they can see you. Beautiful. But Kelly's video was like over an hour. And I shrunk it all the way down to 30 minutes. And there was a lot of, trying in the beginning. It took a while. So we got right to the good stuff and just gave you the good stuff.
Yeah, right.
Most readings.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So I know that Juno put in something here that she would like a reading. And I do want to also just quickly acknowledge everyone is saying happy anniversary. My husband Kelmar is in the chat. And he has put up, this is our 23rd anniversary of our first date. And so he's posted that up and everyone's saying congratulations. So thank you everybody for being so kind. And saying that. I appreciate it very much. I'm trying to find Juno's thing here. Oh, there it is. I just seen it. All right. So if you would like a message from Jean, is there anything that you don't want to?
If you want a message from your spirit guides, it's a little faster.
Yeah.
If you want spirit guides, angels, I'm doing a little bit of Ascended Masters, and if you want, it was a spontaneous thing. We can try it. Somebody asked me on a friend of mine's channel. I'm going to post it. I have to go and get the clip and then post it. He said I could, but somebody asked for a message from Chief White Eagle. And I got it. And he was very serious and was like swinging his finger at me. And I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag because I'm going to post it. And
Right.
but Chief White Eagle and also White Buffalo Calf Woman also had a message, and it was surreal for me. I couldn't believe that I actually was able, but it was I was doing some readings, and it was sort of like an hour in, and somebody just asked me, and I thought, it's a challenge. Sure, let me see. And oh
Right.
my gosh, they really came in. So, I mean, and I definitely can't promise anything. I don't know whether, anything would happen. But I also did a reading for Ruth, and we were able to get, like, Einstein came through and gave her, or actually, it was the energy once known as not Einstein, is how they describe themselves. So yeah, you can, but I don't really do anything political. I really don't do anything that's emotionally charged in the, unfortunately, not right now, not publicly, you know.
Gotcha.
Um, so more of a personal, lighthearted, more of a spiritual journey, growth kind of question. Yeah.
Okay. So our first question is up there. Juno is in the chat with us. Juno says, "I'd love a message, please." Now, Juno wasn't specific, so I guess whatever you get for Juno, or do you need Juno to give you more specifics, Jean?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I'm familiar with her energy, and I can see what is important for Juno to know today, and some information, a message for Juno. They're saying to continue on your spiritual path, continue with your practices. They're saying to be more intentional, but I know you are intentional, but they may be wanting to bookend the sacred space. When you open your sacred space, when you practice your prayers and your meditation and your um, connection, whether you do automatic writing or whether you do verbal type of communication, and then at the end, close your sacred space, and then go about your everyday life. They want it more intentional, and they want it. They're suggesting that maybe a little more of a structure or a ritual around your daily practice may help your intention. That's what they mean by more intentional. Wow, that's good. That's good, you know.
That
I
was
didn't
that,
know
that
any of
was
that.
awesome. That was awesome. All right.
That just surprises me every time, Cal.
It does. It surprises me too. Juno wanted you to know. So she says, "Jean, you told me that I had a dragon as a protector. I found out that dragons were prominent on one of my family crests going back into history."
Wow. Wow.
If you remember when I came on your show, Jean, we pulled a card for Juno, and I pulled 333 from my own oracle deck. And Juno told me that she was born on the 333rd day of the year. I almost fell off my chair, honestly. All right, so this is from Butterfly Kisses Healing. Would love a message from Ascended Master.
Okay. Let me I can pull one from the deck. I have the deck here, and we'll see who wants to come through. We'll see if we can connect. Is this Kyle Gray? No, Doreen Virtue, but that's okay.
Yep.
Oops. I'm not good at this.
Oh, tell me about it.
Ascended Masters by Doreen Virtue. This is the deck that I'm going to be pulling. I do have Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray, but this is the one I'm pulling right now. So for some reason, whoa. This pan just came. It may be He's been in my life and came to visit me this morning. And Terry, if you're still watching. So Pen may come through, but I always do that. I drop them, but I'm not at the. Should I get it? Can't see which one it is. Here, let me just pull one. There is one that fell out on the ground. I don't know. Let me just ask my pendulum. Should I get the one on the ground? Should I get the one on the ground? Okay. Hang on one second. Because I have to go around the other side. Oh, two. You all can hear me.
We can all hear you. It's like listening to someone when they're in the washroom, but I could talk while you're looking.
I'm not in the washroom. It just fell all the way under my table, and I have to go behind my table.
Yeah. So I just typed into the chat, Michelle. I seen up above, Michelle My Bell. Thank you for being here, my friend. I seen that you put in there that is it too late to ask a question? So go ahead and type your question in, Michelle. And then I think we're going to close it for a moment because we have 5. And then if we we can get through those and Jean's okay, we'll sort of go by a one by one basis. I want to say hi to Ron, Indigo Crystals, Michelle Mabell, Gypsy JJ. My gosh, Terry's in here. Allie's in here. Hello, Allie. Hello. Lots and lots of people. They're in here. This is great.
Sorry. So this is who I saw and who fell, and his name is Lugh, Lugh. Is that how you would pronounce it?
Yeah.
And the card is persistence, and this is for Butterfly Kisses Healing, but I think it's for everybody. I don't know too much about Lugh. Let me see if there's just a short little. Oh, he's a Celtic sun god, of course, of harvest. The shining one. There's a festival named after him. He's a master of art, poetry, and healing. Of course, Butterfly Kisses Healing. He wants to give you a message. Call upon him to help you with mastering anything you're learning, as well as for enjoying bountiful harvest of abundance. Okay.
Beautiful.
Let me see if I can't connect with him and see if he has a message. Can we do that?
Absolutely.
Do we have time to do that?
Yeah. Hey, you're driving the ship over there, friend. Go for it.
He's saying that you are one of his rays. The sun, the god of the sun ray, has many rays. You are an extension of him, and you beam out light as one of his rays. RAE, rays.
That is beautiful.
And this is your ability for your healing, for the healing that you do. The kindness, the loving, the compassion. You are an angel on earth. You do angelic work.
Most definitely she does.
And they honor you. You're revered, highly revered. Wow. Okay.
That's
That's beautiful.
beautiful. And we just said that at the same time, which was weird. All right.
Thank you for letting me do that. I knew he had a message, but I had to find out who he was first.
This is from Indigo Crystals. I would love a message from Mother Mary, if possible, please.
The Mother Mary, not her Mother Mary, right?
I believe the Mother Mary.
Mm-hmm. The Divine Feminine.
Unless Indigo Crystals, unless that is your Mother Mary. Butterfly Kisses says she's crying over here.
That was really big for me too.
Beautiful.
Okay, let me see. Indigo Chrysalis Tarot.
I know you're trying to do your work, and I'm kind of giggling here. All I can think of is someone's knocking at the door. Someone. Sorry, it was just like so random.
I know. There's other people that live in my household.
Right?
Okay.
What can you do?
I try not to let it bother me.
It's
I know
all good.
the microphone picks it up more
It's all
than I
good.
can hear it. Yeah.
It's all good. Indigo Crystal says, yes, Mother Mary, Mom of Jesus, is who she would like to hear from.
She's showing me her heart. The Sacred Heart. The heart with the bright light around it. This is where your power lies. You feel and get your messages through your heart. Your heart chakra is your connection point. This is very special because it leaves you vulnerable and allows you to bring through the most beautiful healing messages. And your willingness to open up and to be vulnerable, to give those messages, makes it more powerful. And she's one of your, she's around you when you do your reading. She's around you for protection. She's around you for comfort. She's around you for assistance. It's a beautiful Sacred Heart. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Well, that was different energy though, wasn't it? Wow. The energy just changed. Woof.
This is for Cartomancy Mesquite, who would like a message, please.
Let me just do one thing.
Yeah.
Because I get stuck in the other energies.
Yeah.
They're very powerful. Okay, cartomancy. To go from one to the next.
Yes, absolutely.
Cartomancy. And Kelly, why don't you pull with me so we can, bounce off?
Sure, if you want me
If
to.
you like.
Yeah.
And then we can both, contribute to the questions. Cartomancy, they're showing me a bounty. A bounty. bountiful type of cornucopia kind of energy, overflowing basket of bounty. You have gratitude and there's a very strong energy of abundance around you. You have a very, you do have, the manifestation is a gift that you know about and that you've used and that you can practice and fine tune. And this is the reason for your bounty. And also your intentions are pure and your intentions are for the greater good. And for this, you are rewarded with this bounty and with this blessing. And that, wow, and that your generosity brings you this bounty. It seems ironic, but it's your generosity that brings you all the bounty. That's beautiful. Wow, I'm really tapping into these people's
It is
energies.
really, really beautiful. And Cartomancy Mesquite is my practice partner for tarot. And I happen to know that, and I don't want to embarrass her, but I happen to know that she is very generous. She does many things for many different people in her community. For example, her neighbor had surgery, and there she was in the middle of a storm, making them chicken soup and taking it back and forth to them. She is that way, very much inclined. So that was really interesting that you pulled that. She just said spot on, Jean. And Indigo also said, thank you, Jean, for my beautiful message. Vivian, I think that I did, but type it back in the chat, love, just in case. Only because when I star things, they're over there and the chat's over here, so I got to go back and forth. I pulled this for Cartomancy Mesquite. This is from the Oracle of the Fairies, and this is light. And I just, when you were talking, I was looking at it and I was thinking, like, the light shining down on her, right? I mean, it's just glorious, the image. Message on the card says, the Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So, keep doing what you're doing, because I believe that you are the light. Like that's what I think that is. You are the light.
That's
Absolutely.
beautiful. May I see the cover to that Oracle of the Fairies, IES or Fairy, or do you know?
That's the box. Whoops,
Oh,
helps if it's right side up.
oh, okay,
By
IES. It's
Karen
Karen
K.
K.
Yeah, it's a beautiful deck. I just got it. It's lovely. All right, so that's Cartomancy Mesquite. Oh, yes, I do have Vivian's message right here. Yay, good job, I didn't lose it. So this is message from my Ascended Master, please, for Vivian.
Thank you guys for allowing me or helping me to practice, because this is kind of new for me to call them in. They've come in, but
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of practice calling them in. And I've been thinking about getting this deck out, so I'm glad. But I'll be real careful when I'm shuffling this time not to drop them. Not to drop them.
Mesquite is saying that she's in tears. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Saying beautiful cards. And Indigo says, I cried. It was so beautiful.
Oh.
I mean, it is just a magical healing moment, is it not, my friends? It is a magical healing moment. And thank you so much, Jean. I mean, not that you're leaving. I'm just saying thank you so much for being here and sharing your gift with us. Because,
This is my favorite, Vivian.
It's amazing for me to sit here and read that in the chat, to watch that happen in the chat, because I've been there. Do you know what I mean? I've been on the receiving end of it. So it makes me it fills me up watching them have that wonderful experience. So thank you for doing that. It's going to make me cry, and I didn't even know, like, it's got nothing to do with me, but it's beautiful. I just love it. It's just beautiful.
Well, you're empathic, and that you can feel it for them. You can feel it through them. And that's beautiful. But Vivian, just hold on to your chair. Hopefully you're sitting down, because this is one of my favorites, but it's Isis.
Beautiful.
And she's really powerful, but she's one of mine too. So let's see what she has to say. This says balance, career, home, and life, but it may not be this for you, but I'm just choosing her as a someone to get a message from, if that's okay, Vivian. And if the balance, home, and life works for you, that's fine too. But I'm just going to go and get the message. Do you want to go first, Cal?
Oh, I'm just gonna hold this up and show it. It says go outside. So the card says about balance, and this card says it's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful piece of nature, or wherever you are, and feel it one within your habitat. So, in other words, ground yourself to the earth, feel the power of the earth. That's where you create. That's where you get your balance, right? Awesome.
So Vivian, Isis has come to me many times and helped me with my sense of feminine power, feminine identity, feminine confidence. Your goddess inside of you. She wants to remind you of this. She wants to remind you that the power of alluring power for good intentions. You have the ability to get somebody to eat when they're supposed to eat. You have the ability to get somebody to feel better if they need to feel better. You have a gift of, you have a power, a sense, an energy behind you, so that when you do something loving, giving, charitable, or uplifting for somebody else, you have this power that is coming through you, that is being reinforced from these deeds that you do. And she is who helps me, and she is who helps you to understand that you have a goddess inside of you, that you have the power of kindness and compassion. And it's an alluring, it's not an influence. Influence has a negative connotation, but you're able to not sway people, but sort of you're able to get them to respond to you. You're able to get them to get out of their own way and receive the help that they need. This is a very important power, and this is just something that you can do in everyday life, even if it's just your little pet that is not wanting to go outside or something, and you'll be able to coax them. That's what you do, coax. You have a very kind, compassionate, coaxing kind of ability. That's your strong ability. Know that you have this and that she's behind you and she sees the goodness in your heart. That's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Sorry. I backed my chair up and got my blanket because I'm freezing.
What is your temperature there?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. It's not that cold today. It's pretty mild. But it's like freezing rainy, kind of snowy kind of day, and it's
damp,
right? So Vivian, I shuffled and I got the exact same card that I got for cartomancy, which is the light. And then where's my card? Then I pulled from the, what is this deck called? Sorry, I got a bunch of new decks. I can't remember all the names of them. Where is it? The Sacred Traveler by Denise Lynn, and it's got fogged in, go slow, take time, and I think that's just speaking to. I don't think that you need to slow down. I think that's just go slow and take your time. As Jean was saying about like how you sort of guide people naturally to I think that's what that's telling you, right? To just be gentle and continue that slow sort of gathering of people and sort of guiding them to where they need to be. I think that's what that's talking about. I feel it.
It's almost like, I mean, God forbid somebody talking somebody down off the ledge and everybody in the person is like, no, I'm not going, I'm not going. And then you come and you say the exact same words as somebody else and they say, oh, okay. Because you have this power, you have this empathy, you have this caring and the, greater good kind of feeling about you.
Yeah.
It's
Vivian is saying, thank you, Jean. She loves the message. This is Gypsy JJ, and I had to start and put it up there. Gypsy JJ says, Gypsy JJ is good. This day is all about my sister Kelly. Is there encouragement today from Mom for Kelly? Which is very sweet of Gypsy JJ, but I sort of thought don't worry about me. If you can get something for Gypsy JJ, that would be fantastic.
Oh, wait. And Gypsy JJ is your sister?
No, she's not. She, not biological sister. We're all sisters here, is what she means by that, right? Like sisters in spirit sort of idea. If you know what I mean.
Okay, so she was asking for you. She's talking about you there.
Yeah, she's asking about me.
Well, I don't want to assume. If she wants a message and ask her to put it back.
Okay, Gypsy JJ, if you do want something, so here's what happened. She had posted something in the chat, and someone said to me, "Did you see the question?" Right, and then she said, "No, it's okay. I'm fine. Give it to Kelly," is what she said. Wow.
This is all for Kelly. Kelly is receiving your gift of asking your questions and letting her be the, oh man, that's beautiful. And letting her be witness to your healing or your.
Do you all see what's in the card there in between her two hands? There's a rainbow there.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Mm.
Is that the fairy deck again?
Yeah.
I like it.
Message on the card reads, now is a time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others, even you. I sort of feel like that card was for me, so thank you.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Gypsy JJ. That was very selfless of you. And I'm glad that you were able to get a card pulled. Unless they directly ask, I don't like,
Yeah, no, absolutely. So we've got one more here. This is Michelle Mybell. That would love a message from her guides, please.
Excellent. Hi, Michelle. We had a moment, I think, on Allie's channel that just blew me away. I was really able to connect. So let's hope that the energies are still there and see what message comes through for you today. You guys could be in my head and you could see that there's darkness, and then in the darkness little shapes come up, and then out of the little shapes I see like a scene, and then it's amazing that there's nothing, and then all these little things start forming. It's beautiful how they show me. They're showing me a mountain, a scene of a mountain and the sky. And this mountain is very majestic. And this mountain has a spirit of the mountain. And the spirit of the mountain is ancient and is known to you. And you have connected with this ancient spirit. You are of the elemental realms. You have been in the elemental realms, able to connect with the spirit of the mountains and the spirit of the sky. You have shamanic energies. That's probably why I can connect to you. And you understand the sacred spirit of the mountain and of the sky. This is something that you've practiced in past lives, something you carry in your heart today. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow.
I'll say it's beautiful. My goodness. I'm going to pull a card here for Michelle. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, but apparently someone need the message. I don't know. It's light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness.
This is a collective message, Kelly, that you're getting.
It's like a message of hope, right? Because we all need this love and light right now. That's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to give back to the universe, out to other people. Beautiful. Oh, sorry.
You're getting the collective message. That's amazing. That third time is no accident. Can I just ask you to look at, I have 3:43. You're on East Coast time, right?
Yes.
3:43, Vivian said.
Yes. I was going to say that. I was waiting for us to finish with Michelle, but yeah. So she says, Jean, I remember when you connected with
Osiris
during Ron's live.
Honestly, Vivian, I don't recall that. I'm going to have to go back and look. I'm sure I did, but I mean, wow. I knew they were like coming through when I wasn't expecting it, but I don't recall. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vivian, for reminding me. I'm going to have to.
And take that off of there just for a sec. This is the box here, Butterfly Kisses Healing. So it's by Karen K. Oracle of the Fairies. I just got this, and I just love it. I mean, not to make this about my deck of cards, right? But that's the back of them, which is just cute, right? It's got the skeleton key and the lotus. So I love that. So that's all the questions that we had, Jean. And we're just over an hour, so I don't know. I'm not trying to put any pressure. I won't ask you to do any more because that's a lot, right? But you can always come back.
I would, if you're serious, I would love to come back. I love being on your channel, and
thank you.
I love the way your energy and your subscribers, and I just feel so very connected to you, Kelly, and I'm just.
You're gonna make me cry. Thank you, Jean. That's so sweet of you to say. I feel, I honestly, like I said earlier, and not to dumb it down, but you are forever on my Christmas card list. So, and before we all start crying and getting all like that whole like ugly cry snotty look going on, we don't want to do that. Thank you so much, Jean, for being here. So again, Jean, thank you, Vivian, for putting Jean's channel in there. If you're not already subscribed, please do go show Jean some love. She is a great individual and a gifted individual. So please do show my friend some love. Jean is going to be on with Allie this Thursday at...
It's 5:30 Eastern.
5:30 Eastern, and there's a video that Jean has just put out on her channel about a pet parade. So please do go check that out. She's asking for well, watch the video and you'll see. I think that's a fantastic idea. I think it's wonderful, a wonderful way to just spread some more joy, reach some more people. I think it's a
Mhm.
wonderful idea.
I am still offering readings on a sliding scale, and if anybody's interested, you can book through my YouTube. There's a on the front page, or actually, it depends on if you're on the phone. You have to go to the about page, I think. But if anybody's interested, I'm still offering at a sliding scale. And yeah, I'd love for you to join the pet parade as well. That's going to be so much fun. And I can just feel the energy already. It's something that my guides nudged me to do to help raise the vibration and lift everybody's spirits. And
Yeah.
it's for me too. You guys think I do this, it comes through me, and they want me to do this so that I can, yeah, it's for me too.
Well, thank you for saying that, because we have no problem being here for you, Dean. We will help you. Don't you worry. We will give you all the questions you need, my friend. My husband is there time for one more question? One more. He keeps saying that, and I'm like, is it for you?
Oh,
Meaning him? I don't know. He's like bar tapping. I don't know what that even means. Anyways, God love him. What is coming up on dzncats for me that anyone needs to know about? So the tarot scopes are being worked on. I still have 6 more to go, so I'm a little bit behind, but there you have it. I will have those up by tomorrow morning or later on tonight. And I will be back on tomorrow night with this Sweet Dreams reading. I'm doing readings at nighttime, like before you go to bed. Instead of, the daily reading. This is, and we have like cards that are sort of like, a little more zen, a little more relaxed. And I have my sleep tight cards that are dream exercises or relaxation techniques to help you relax before you go to sleep. Those are in the reading.
fascinating.
So, yeah, we're trying that. Why not? So I will be back on Monday night for the Sweet Dreams reading. And then, of course, on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for Achieving Wellness. So
That's amazing. How do you like doing this, Kel?
you know what? Here's the really, really cool thing. When I started my channel, I had no idea what I wanted to do in terms of what I wanted to dive into. I knew what was important to me, and what was important to me is that no one ever felt alone, and just to like spread the word, right? Take the shame and the blame out of having a mental health diagnosis. And the more I hang out, the more I learn, the more I sort of find out, the more I'm fascinated, the more I'm intrigued. And I don't want to say that it wasn't a game, but I didn't take it seriously in terms of, I felt like this is about the people on the screen. This isn't about me. I'm just here for the support in the chat. And so when I started my channel, it was, my personal experiences, and then using the cards as a means to help myself. And then I kept saying, well, I'm not a reader. I'm not really a reader. I'm not a reader. And then I was like, no, you are a reader, Kelly. I'm like, no, I'm not a reader. When I do stuff like that, when I pull the 333 for Juno, it's happened many, many, many times, right? The tarot scopes, people are like, yep, that resonates. Yep, you totally got me. I'm just now starting to believe maybe there's something to that. Like maybe I do actually have an ability. It still kind of freaks me out, but in a good way. Like it makes me very happy, and I feel kind of honored actually that I'm able to like connect or tune in. And I'm excited about what I could do with it if as I grow, as I learn more. So it's just a beautiful thing, right?
You are doing your spiritual work. Even though it may not look or sound like somebody else's spiritual work, you're doing your own kind of spiritual work, and you can feel it. It's an empathic spiritual work. That's all you have to be, is an empath. That's it. That's all it
Yeah.
takes. That's all that's necessary.
And you told me that was going to happen in my reading. You told me I was going to do that.
I didn't know all this. You really took it to the 9th level.
Yeah, I did. And so, to answer your question, like, I'm loving it. And I've said that before on the channel. I'm sure there weren't like, which direction are you going in, friend? Because you're all over the map. And I am, because I'm just
Listening
having
to your
fun with
guidance.
it. Right? I'm just having fun with it, really. Everybody's being so kind and saying all kinds of wonderful things. Joe G says, so you want Jean to do a collective for the chat? I don't know what is going on. My husband's like going on and that's having a whole conversation with everyone in the chat.
Well, I think that the light card that was more of a overall collective message for everybody in the chat, that we're all here, that we're all light workers, that we all need to focus on the light. And in the deepest, darkest dark, it only takes one strike of a match to illuminate it. It takes very, very little. The light is so much stronger than the dark.
Absolutely. I'll just show that one more time. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful image, a beautiful card.
It is.
It's all about the pinks and the purples and the greens, right? There's sort of that like rainbow sort of stream of light coming down over her. Just gorgeous.
Thank you, everybody, for bringing your light to this gathering and supporting us.
This was great. There's so many people in the chat that I didn't even get a chance to say hi to, but I noticed you all there. Thank you so much, Jean, for being here. I know that it's you're a very busy lady, and we appreciate it. So please do go check out Jean's channel, show her some love, hit her up for a reading if you're interested in that. I promise you will not be sorry. She is a gifted individual. In terms of just your heart, like, you're so sweet, you're so kind, and you're in good hands, in my personal opinion, of course.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I really appreciate everybody being here and supporting me and allowing me to practice with the Ascended Masters. Wow.
You're welcome. Come back and try that anytime, my friend. All right, we're gonna say goodbye. Have yourself a wonderful Sunday. Love each other. Take care of each other. Keep doing what you do in the chat, the way that you support each other and share the love, lift each other up. Don't forget, just saying hi changes someone's day. Until we see each other again, many, many blessings. Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.